I'm gonna tell you how I went from this to this. You see, most fitness influencers are scared to talk about this, but I'm gonna be real with you. In order for you to understand where I'm at now, you need to understand where I started. Growing up, I was always skinny. I would play sports, I would be very active, but when it came to filling out a shirt, well, I didn't. So I did what every other high school kid would do. I would go to the gym, then take a break, and then go to the gym, and then take a break. I did this long enough until 2021. I got chubby and I was at my lowest point, mentally and physically. I decided to go to the gym, this time with no breaks. I did research, and 8 months later, for the first time in my life, I had a six-pack. I was able to do a one-arm assisted pull-up, one-arm push-up, and something 8 months ago I didn't believe in doing. So I decided to get bigger. And fast forward through 2022, I went from 155 to 175. I built a decent amount of muscle with some fat, of course. I was at the best physique until on May 13th, 2023, my 6-year relationship ended. With such a dramatic change in my life, I felt a heavy weight of loneliness and confusion. At the time, I was only focused on getting bigger, and I completely forgot and neglected everything else, including my relationship. All of a sudden, it hit me. I wanted to change more in my life than just fitness. Because yes, I was training 3 hours a day, but I wasn't taking care of myself mentally. So I did that. I started working on my brand, my coaching, my finances. I even changed my fitness goal. I went from wanting to get bigger to getting stronger. So much so I challenged my longtime rival to a squat competition. But everything came crashing down. I started drinking alcohol 3 times a week. I was going out often. I was going out to parties, to concerts, to soccer games. On top of that, I wasn't sleeping. I barely slept. I was super focused on creating content that I would spend countless nights working. I would sleep at 1 a.m. and I would wake up at 5 a.m. And I forgot about my training and my recovery. I took a look in the mirror and I saw myself. I gained fat. My content became boring to me. My ankle would hurt every time I squatted. I knew if I kept doing what I was doing, nothing was going to change. So I had to ask myself, am I going to continue doing what I'm doing? Or am I going to change? I decided to cut the alcohol. And I decided to prioritize my sleep. I postponed the competition to December, giving me 10 weeks to prepare. So I started squatting consistently. 3 times a week, I struggled with 225. And my opponent was already squatting well over 350. I knew that I had to do something. I was literally 8 weeks out from the competition, and I had my own client telling me I was going to lose. So that was a wake-up call. I didn't stop. I fine-tuned my skills. I've asked experts to give me advice. I had my smart friend in my corner. My friend and I decided if I can weigh in at 200 pounds, I would be 30 pounds heavier than him, and I would have an advantage. So I bought a mass gainer, and I started eating everything in sight. I ate, I squatted. I ate again, and I squatted. And I was ready for the biggest battle in history. But on November 30th, 2 weeks from the competition, my opponent texted me and he told me that he had to postpone the competition. He had legit reasons and it was only fair. So what now? I went from failing 315 to hitting 315 again and again. I hit 335, then 345, then 355. I even hit 365. But at what cost? I had to gain fat to get it. I gained my strength on one, but lost it on the others. So now, I've decided, entering 2024, not only do I plan on dominating my squat competition, I plan on bringing up my deadlift and my bench with it. I plan on gaining all the muscle I lost and more. The bull continues.
Hi. Okay.
I'm gonna change up the tone on the last one. So now, entering 2024, not only do I plan on dominating my squat competition, I plan on bringing up my deadlift and my bench. I plan on gaining all the muscle I lost and more. Now there's only one question that remains. Are you gonna do it with me?